What's up guys, it's Goob, and today I have some pretty exciting news to share with you guys. Basically there are some images that have been found of Wave 2 of Beyblade Burst Turbo, which is Hasbro's newest line of Beyblades. And normally I probably wouldn't make a video about this, but there are some pretty interesting things that Hasbro is doing for this new wave that's going to be coming out. So I wanted to kind of discuss my opinions on it, because it's pretty unusual. So I have my phone here. I'm going to be looking at the pictures on my phone, and then I'll put the pictures up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So let's just get right into this. So the first picture is just an image of Heat Salamander, or Salamander S4, which this is already a Beyblade out, you know, for Takara Tomy. It's a left spin balance type, and it's pretty good in Takara Tomy parts. I don't know how it's going to be with Hasbro. Obviously there's no metal. It looks pretty nice though. Hasbro did a really good job with all the colors. Everything looks accurate. There's not much to say about this one. I think it's going to be nice. The driver actually doesn't look like they changed much. If you look at it closely, it looks pretty much the same as the Takara Tomy one, although somehow it's going to be able to get taller. I wonder if it's still going to be able to switch out of the balance versus off balance mode, because then it would have two different mode changes, right? Because it would be able to get taller and it would be able to move side to side. So I don't know if they're going to do that or not. Okay, so moving on. That one wasn't super exciting, and neither is this next image. This is Archer Hercules, or Hercules H4, and again they did a really good job with the colors. They're all accurate. Obviously no metal, which I wonder how it's going to affect this Beyblade, because normally with the gimmick in the layer of this Beyblade, it'll expand a little bit, and it's partially due to the fact that there's metal on the outside of it, and if there's no metal on the outside, it's not going to, you know, expand as well. So I don't know if that's going to make a big difference. And then the driver on this one, again, like, it looks pretty similar to the original. Like, it doesn't look like they changed much. I think they made it so that it's almost the exact same driver, but the middle piece is probably going to, like, extend out or something like that. Or maybe just the whole thing will be able to come out farther. I don't know. But again, it looks pretty nice. Now we're getting into some of the more new stuff that I think is really interesting. So this is Typhon T4. This is a Beyblade that has never been released in Takara Tomy parts. It's brand new. It looks really cool, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this one. I think that this one, I think it's really cool that Hasbro's like making their own Beyblades, and I honestly think this one just looks awesome. Like, the colors are awesome. It's purple and green, and it kind of reminds me of like a snake. It almost looks like a Medusa type Beyblade, because there's all these snakes coming off of it on the sides. And I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. I don't know, comment below what you guys like think of some of these new Beyblades that Hasbro's making. Really cool. It's definitely right spin, and it's a stamina type, which is interesting, because I wouldn't expect it to be a stamina type, if I'm honest. I would expect it to be more of like a defense type, because it looks very defensive, but it looks really cool. And then the next image is a picture of another like exclusive Hasbro Beyblade again, and this one's called Sphinx S4, which is weird. I think this one I'm not as excited about. The design of this one is not as good in my opinion. It's a little bit weird because it has these like weird spikes coming off the sides of it, and I don't know, some reason I don't like this one as much. I think it looks like a little more, it just doesn't look like it has that much detailing in it, and it doesn't look as well thought out as the other one did, but it still is going to be interesting to test out, obviously, and I still think it's going to be cool though, because it's a Beyblade we've never seen before. Sphinx X4 is an attack type, which is kind of expected because of those spikes. This next one I think is my favorite by far, and this one is probably the coolest Hasbro Beyblade, I think, in my opinion, that I've seen. So this is Kraken K4, and the colors of this one are just so nice. It's like this nice aqua blue, and it has two silver pieces on the sides, and you can kind of see there's like this face in the middle, and it kind of reminds me of like a Poseidon almost, in my opinion. It just looks really cool, and the driver looks really interesting. Look at this driver. It is going to be So this is actually a stamina type, which confuses me a lot because looking at this driver, this looks like an attack type driver. I don't know, this Beyblade just looks really cool. I don't know if it's going to be good or what, but I just think this Beyblade looks awesome. Tell me what you guys think about this one too in the comments. I hope it's going to be good. All these Beyblades still have a cutout for a level chip, so that's kind of interesting. I hope Hasbro releases a level chip. The last Beyblade we're going to be looking at is called Ogre 04, I think is how you're supposed to pronounce it. I could be wrong. And this one is, I don't know. This one looks like it has a lot of potential to look cool, but the issue for me is that this layer just doesn't have that much details in it. If you look at it, the overall shape looks really cool, but there's not much like little details just like around it. I just feel like the colors are kind of bland. At least one more color or maybe a little more accents around the edges. I don't know. But I think it looks like it might be good. Like, to me, it looks big too. I don't know. Am I the only one seeing this? Like, in the packaging, it almost looks like it's bigger than the other Beyblades I was looking at. And it comes with one. Then it comes with this driver, which I can't tell what it is. I don't know if you guys can. It's probably a new driver. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, but it just looks bigger than any other Beyblade, and it looks like it's gonna have some really big hit points. I'm gonna hope that that one's gonna be good. I do really like how that one looks also. So obviously Turbo is going a completely different direction than any other generation previous to this. Normally Hasbro has just been kind of following the rules, going by what Takara Tomy is making, and just basically rebranding their stuff in America or in other countries. But this time around, they're kind of trying to do their own thing, and I think that you can't really judge them until you get them and you try them out. I've had mixed opinions so far because I think the more bursting is nice, and I think that like the speed of the battles are nice. I do think it stinks that they're not as powerful as some of the Takara Tomy ones that are out right now, but I think that when you look at them as just their own thing, they're actually pretty fun. Make sure to comment what you guys think below, and hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.